Society calls it not having a social life. But science, it calls it something completely different. If you're the type of person who wakes up at 5 a.m. while the world is still asleep, this video is for you. And you might just discover something about yourself that you never knew. Your brain works differently. Literally, there's a concept called chronotype. And no, it's not just some new fact. It's how your nervous system has been programmed since you were born. For early risers, cortisol, that get-up-and-go hormone, spikes much earlier in the morning. Your brain naturally wants to wake up with the sun. And your dopamine, that feel-good chemical, it doesn't come from a crowded party. It comes from execution, from quiet, focused productivity. You didn't choose this life. You were born with this unique wiring. And do you know why you love this time of day so much? Because the world hasn't started yelling at you yet. There are no notifications pinging, no traffic honking, no endless demands pulling you in 100 different directions. It's just you, the silence, and that soft, gentle light coming through the window. While everyone else is still asleep, you get to just breathe. The chaos of the day hasn't arrived, and in this empty, quiet space, you find something incredibly rare. Control. You're not reacting to the world. You're creating your own. And that, my friend, changes everything. Now, here's the part nobody ever tells you. A fascinating study from the University of Toronto found that people who wake up early tend to have a greater capacity for divergent thinking. In other words, they are often more creative. They solve problems in unexpected, out-of-the-box ways. Why is that? Because in those early hours, the brain is still fresh. It's unfiltered. It's not cluttered with the noise and stress of the day. It's in this pristine state that some of the best ideas emerge. Think about it. Writers, CEOs, artists, so many of them are known for waking up before sunrise. It's not a coincidence. It's a strategic advantage. Look, I know what you've probably heard your whole life. You need to go out more. You're too serious. Why don't you ever have fun? But here's the truth. Happiness isn't always found in a loud nightclub, or in crafting the perfect Instagram story, or in having a social calendar that's packed to the brim. Sometimes true happiness is found in a warm cup of coffee, an open book, and soft music playing as the sun begins to rise. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You don't need anyone's approval to live your life in the way that feels right to you. But let's be honest here. There's a crucial difference to pay attention to. Waking up early because you genuinely love the peace and the quiet. That's one thing. It's a choice you make for your own well-being. But waking up early because you're running away from something or someone, that's a completely different story. If you wake up and the first thing you feel is a sense of emptiness, if you're avoiding people out of fear, not by choice, then it's not a healthy morning routine. It's disguised isolation. It's important to ask yourself, does this early morning solitude truly fulfill me? Or is it just a burden I'm carrying all by myself? Is it a sanctuary or a cage? If you identify with the healthy side of this profile, if you're someone who thrives in the early morning quiet, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel and leave a like. Because we talk about real human behavior, without judgment, just a desire for understanding. And I want you to be a part of this community. Let's just take a moment and think about it. That ritual, the moment you put the water on to boil for your tea or coffee, the rich aroma filling the air. The house is still and quiet. You open the window and feel that cool, fresh morning air on your face. The sky is still a mix of purple and deep blue. You sit down, take a deep breath, and think to yourself, this moment is mine. That feeling, it's priceless. And no one who hasn't experienced it can truly understand its power. So, please understand one thing very clearly. You're not strange. You're not antisocial. You just prefer depth over noise. You prefer quality over quantity. And that doesn't make you any less human. In fact, it makes you more conscious, more in tune with yourself. Waking up early isn't just about productivity or getting a head start. It's about consciously choosing how you want to begin your day. And that, in itself, is a form of power. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you one of these people? Comment below and tell me what time you usually wake up. I'm genuinely curious to know. And make sure you stay tuned, because the next video will dive into something even deeper. We're going to talk about people who prefer to be alone, but don't feel lonely. It's a topic you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching.